One of the biggest mistakes that people make in Notion is deleting things. A task gets completed, so they delete it. An old note isn't relevant anymore, and so they delete it. But the problem is that today's useless information often becomes tomorrow's valuable information. So instead of deleting things, I just archive them. That way we still have access to every completed task, every finished project, and every old note that I've ever created, without any of it cluttering up my daily workspace. This video is divided into two parts. First, I'm going to show you how to archive either tasks, projects, or notes, so they disappear from your dashboard, but they can still be found at any time. And then in the second part, I'm going to show you how to create a digital bin, where you can find anything in only a few seconds. So subscribe for Notion tutorials, and let's dive in. Alright, let's start with a blank page in Notion. This here, let's just pretend it's your dashboard. So what a lot of people do is do tasks like this. Now the problem with this is, once you complete your tasks like this, after a while your dashboard will be crowded with completed tasks, and so you delete them. You can never find that again, obviously. So what I'd recommend doing is switching to databases. Now, if you don't know how to do this, don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So the first thing you're going to do is access the command bar. You'll do that by doing the /. Here you can see an endless long list of features, and it keeps getting longer every single month, which is awesome, but slightly overwhelming, and that's why I recommend you subscribe. So what we'll do here is /database. And what we're going to do is click here on table view. Now what I'm going to show you for this tutorial section will work either if you're doing notes, if you're doing projects, if you're doing tasks. So in here you have your tasks, task 1, task 2, task 3. He's so creative, how does he come up with it? And depending if you're doing tasks, notes, projects, or something else, you might have different properties. So in Notion, databases have rows, which are actually pages. So I can open this up, and this task 3 here is its own separate page. So rows are pages, and columns are properties. And we have quite a few properties here to play with. So for tasks here, maybe you'll have one which is the project A, and this one here is project B. And then maybe you'll have another one which is how long the task took to do. Or maybe you'll have a simple checkbox to label when it's complete. So here I can simply check in if the task is complete. And of course, if this here were notes, then maybe this here says something like archive instead. But we'll leave this as tasks. So as you work here, you probably don't want to see your completed tasks. You only want to see the tasks that you haven't done. Otherwise, this list here will become extremely long. And so instead of doing what most people do, which is simply deleting it, which means we can never find this task again, we are going to use the most useful setting for archiving. So I'll click here on settings, and here you can see filter. You can also access that by clicking here. So I'll click on filter, and filters allow me to say I want to hide or show specific data. So I'm going to filter this where the complete is unchecked. So now task 1 and 2 are no longer showing up here. But of course we want to be able to find those old tasks somewhere. So what we're going to do is go up here next to tasks or notes or projects or whatever you've called this database, and click here on this plus button. And here you can see it says add a new view. So I'll click on add a new view, and we'll click here on table. So now as you can see, we have two tabs here underneath tasks here. So I have this table and this table. What I'm going to do is rename this table here to incomplete, and then I'll rename this tab here, rename, to completed. But as you can see, I'm seeing task 3 here under this completed tab. So we're going to do the opposite setting. So I'll click here on filter, and I'll filter where the complete is, and this time we're going to do checked. So now I have the incomplete, where I can see all the tasks here that I haven't completed yet. And of course I can add more tasks in here like that. And I'll probably spend 99% of my time in this incomplete tab. But of course I can always go to the completed tab if I ever want in order to find these tasks here. In Headquarters, which is my premium Notion template, I've used filters to hide and show specific information. So for example, under the My Day Today, I have a setting here saying where the date is only today's date. That means if I add a task in here, task 1, not only does it show up in my calendar under all this week, but I can also see it sitting here under My Day Today. And of course, if I complete that task, it gets checked in here under all this week, but I can also scroll down and find it here sitting under everything. So on this everything tab, as you can see, I don't have a filter. Another incredibly useful way to archive in here is, let's say this task here is to do with my business, and let's create a project for it. Let's call it project A, and I'll simply create the project in here like that. So the project's sitting here for task 1, but if I scroll down, I can also see that sitting here underneath my project. So project A is here. And let's say this task here took hypothetically 60 minutes. So I'm time tracking as I'm working on this task. So not only is this task here being archived and saved on this project A page specifically, so I can see task 1 sitting here underneath completed tasks. So it's being saved and archived on this page, but I can also click on the time tracking page, for example, and it's going to sit here, time on buckets. I can see this task 1 on June 23rd, it took 60 minutes. And that's underneath my business. Or I can click here on time on projects, and I can see project A here, in total, I have done 60 minutes, which was just that task 1. So it's being archived again on this time tracking page. But it's not only being saved here on this project A page or on this time tracking, but it's also being archived on the business page itself. I can click on tasks relating to this bucket, and I'll go through completed tasks. And here I can see that task on June 23rd, which took 60 minutes. So I can always go back and see every single task I've done in my business. So I never have to delete a task again. And the same thing works with notes here. So if I scroll up and let's just take a quick note, I'll call this note 1. And let's do the same life bucket. So let's say this is to do with business, and let's also say it's to do with project A. I can add my note here, note goes here, and I'll click away. That note has now been taken, and it's not cluttering up my main dashboard because I don't need to see it right now. And that note that we just took is useful to me when I'm working on project A. I can open up this page and I can see that note sitting here. And as you can see, there's an archived tab, and that works just like I showed you before in the tutorial. Once I've read it and I'm ready to archive it, I'll simply just tick in archive. It's no longer going to show up here, but I can always find it underneath this archived tab. And of course I can find it here under the business bucket as well. Sitting here under archived, I can see note 1 on this business page. So I can archive notes and tasks, but I can still find them when and where I need them. By the way, all of this stuff that I'm showing right now is part of Headquarters. It's my all-in-one Notion productivity template. It's got an advanced task management system. It handles your projects. It handles your life buckets, your notes, your resources, your time tracking, your journaling, and so much more. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description. And if you want, you can also check out the full tour. So that's how we can archive in Notion by using filters. But let's jump to part 2. What if you have some stuff that you want to store, but you can't really bother even organizing it because you don't know if you're going to ever need it one day? Well, I'm going to show you how to set that up. Again, I'll just use Headquarters here as the example, but it doesn't really matter. You can add this anywhere in Notion. What I'm going to do is create a new workspace in Headquarters by simply clicking here on New Page. So I have a bunch of stuff in here: timetable, personal, resources, notes, habit tracking, all of that stuff. So I'll just click here on New Page. And then I'll select here on New Workspace. And I'll simply call this the bin. And I'll change the icon and add a trash can. If you're not using Headquarters, it doesn't matter. You're just going to write bin here on a new page, click on icon, and select here the trash can. Now this page here is going to be the least organized workspace you'll ever see in your entire life. But what we're going to do is go up here to the top and click on the star icon. And this will add this page to our favorites. So now you can see this page here sitting underneath favorites on our Notion menu. And the idea is quite simple. Let's say you're working in Notion and you create something like this, and you think, I don't need this anymore. It could be a note, it could be an image, it could be absolutely anything. Well, instead of deleting it, just in case you need this image, or just in case you need this note, or just in case you ever need this database, what you'll simply do is highlight them and select it like that. So now I'm selecting all 3 of this stuff. And because we've favorited this page here in Notion, what we can do is simply use these 6 dots here to drag these items into our bin. So now I'm dragging them into our bin. They're no longer here on this page, but if I click here on this bin page, you can see them showing up here. Now this page here won't be organized. It will become an absolute mess of anything you drag in here. Whether it's old to-do list stuff, old numbered lists, old pages that you have inside of Notion, tables, images, videos, whatever it is. Instead of deleting it, you'll simply drag it into this bin page. And that bin page isn't one you'll interact with very often, so it's just sitting here inside of my workspaces. I probably won't have tasks and notes in this bin if you've set up a filtering system like we went through before, but maybe it's old databases, images, or whatever it is that you don't really have another place to put. You'll simply drag it in here. Now what you can do is search on this page here. So you can open this up, and of course you can do Command F or Control F, and here you can search on that page. So if I've written task 3, as you can see, task 3 here is being highlighted and shows up. Or what you can do is Command K or Control K, and this allows me to search my entire Notion account in 1 second. And the cool thing here is you can even say in the specific page. So if I want, I can say I want to only search inside of this bin page that we created. That way, if I want to search for task 3, it's not going to search for task 3 in other places in my account. It's only going to be searching for task 3 inside of this bin page. If you want to see the full tour for headquarters, then click on this video here. It's my all-in-one template for productivity with everything you need to run your work life and your personal life. Click here to see the full tour. Thanks for watching.